Hey, what's up? I'm just going to share with you a little technique that I used back in the day to get out of a productivity slump. Uh, Say about a year ago, I was just figuring out how to work for myself, and it's actually pretty daunting when you consider, most people never do it. They've never done it in their life. They've never worked for themselves, so they got to figure out how to hold themselves accountable every day. And there's been a lot of days where I had 100 things to do in my head, and I had to figure out where do I get started. And in that process, I get distracted, and then I'll just wind up not doing anything in the day. Uh, Whole days would go by, and I'd be like, what happened to the day, right? Um, if you're a veteran of doing work, uh, I would just skip this and just use it for days where you find yourself unproductive. Uh, this is a very simple technique. It's basically beginner productivity. But I used this to get out of a slump back about a year ago. I thought I'd share it. Um, who's this for? If you're like me and you have some kind of plans, some work to do, some kind of side hustle, and you're finding days turn into weeks where you're not doing anything, use this technique. Um, Even back, you know, this could be great for someone who also works some kind of 9 to 5 job, and they don't have that much time uh, when they get home from work to do their side hustle. That used to be me too. I had all these ideas to do stuff. I'd get done my shift, and then I'd be so tired from my shift, I'd just fall asleep on my bed for like, I don't know, an hour and a half. Then I'd wake up, oh, I have no time left to do anything. And you know how that goes, turns into weeks of not actually doing anything. Um, but the technique is extremely simple. It's basically just find out what the one thing is that you have to do, the hardest thing, that one thing, and do it for the day. So instead of a to-do list, you scratch off your whole to-do list, and you find on that to-do list, you find out what's the one thing that would be the most beneficial to you. Just one thing, and then you do that for the day. Um, once you start doing this, and you get days of actually getting that one thing done, uh, you'll start building momentum. I mean, even during the day, once you get the one thing done, you say, "Oh, I have a lot of time left. Um, I can just keep going here. I'll just do more stuff." And that's one of the things about productivity. Like once you start, the biggest barrier to entry is it's actually starting. Once you start, it's easier to just keep going. But at this point, just do one thing. And another thing about it is you get the feeling of accomplishment. So once you do something and uh, you know you say, "Oh, that was pretty easy. I feel good about myself. I actually accomplished something." Ooh, you know, you just cross that off your list, and then the next day you do another thing, and that's how you slowly start building up whatever it is you need to do. That's it. Just do one thing.